So he's gone then. I think the first thing you have to do is say thank you to him, to Chris Wilder, to the coaches that he worked with, and everybody who got the club in the position that it's in today. It's in a great position for somebody to come into and take the club on. I'm sure Chris would have loved to have been that person, but it's not to be. I think it'll take some time to get used to him not being the manager, to not having that unfiltered nature in press conferences and how he conducts himself. And I think that was something that made supporting Sheffield United during his time at the club unique. That said, I think if the owners had a vision for a manager and have a vision for where the club's going, and Ruben Sellers fits that better, I think it's time that the change was made, and I think it's the right change if that's the case, and I back him, and I hope he does really well, because he's had challenges before at Reading, at Hull, and I hope that it pays off for him this time.
Chris Wilder. He's not perfect, but he's pretty damn good. Like most of us, he's responsible for the happiest times I've had as a football fan, specifically that glorious Premier League season where we ended up 9th, but we're dreaming of Europe, we're chanting about Sander Berge, we're doing over the big boys, and it was just an incredible feeling. But I think he did a great job last season as well. I think he came into a very difficult circumstance and built a very effective team, occasionally a very exciting team. But the new owners want their own man in, and hopefully they're going to back him substantially, and we're going to look for more diverse recruitment. So it's a risk and it's painful, but I think it's exciting as well.
So Chris Wilder departs Sheffield United for a second time. It doesn't hurt as much as it did in 2021, if I'm being brutally honest. Chris probably took the club as far as he could. Look, Chris has got passion, Chris gets people playing for that red and white shirt, but that only takes you so far. Yes, anybody new that comes in, new ideas, is a risk, and the grass may not always be greener on the other side, but for the long-term progression of Sheffield United, I personally think this is a good move. A lot of people will not agree with me. Look, Chris did really well in the first half of the season. He was forced into playing players like 𝗍𝗫𝗍𝗍 due to injuries, and that's where he excels. Playing for the red and white shirt, wheeling, dealing, getting the people in. When we've had money, has he spent it wisely? Probably not. Players have their level, do managers have theirs? Had we gone up, would Chris have taken us to the next level of keeping us in the Premier League? Probably not. I'd like to thank Chris for everything he's done for the club. It wasn't an easy job after the relegation to galvanise the squad the way it did last season, but you can't help feel we've really missed a big opportunity. But Chris Wilder, once a blade, always a blade. Welcome back at the Lane anytime. He is one of our own, but it's time for the club to move forward.
I am a bit gutted about Wilder leaving, but on the second hand, I feel like we needed to progress. We needed a change. We needed someone different at the helm, someone who can drive the club in a different direction. I feel like Wilder, given the chance, he would have got promotion for us, but it's all if and buts. Do you know what I mean? It's like he had the opportunity this year, but he didn't do it. And like I said, people may think I come across as a wild hater. I don't. I respect everything he did for the club. He got me the highs of the highs, the 9th in the Premier League, took us from the bottom of League One. Well, what more could you want from a manager? With highlights for him. My greatest moment of Chris Wilder era is the 4-2. It's got to be. I mean, the bounce layer. Who could imagine that we went to Hillsborough and won 4-2? I just want to say thank you, Chris Wilder, for everything you did for us.
So my quick thoughts on Wilder leaving for a second time. In short, absolutely gutted. Not only has he overachieved in very trying circumstances, but I still felt that there was a lot more to come from him. I thought he was genuinely building something. Yes, he's made mistakes, but you don't get to 92 points won on the pitch without some solid fundamentals in place. I really hope that this experiment that the board are playing with my football club, your football club, works out. But truly, I don't really know what success looks like for them, because for me, football is more than just about data. It's about feeling connected to your club. And I can't help but feeling that in losing Chris Wilder for a second time, we've lost a big part of that. So yeah, good.
Right now, I'm conflicted. I almost don't know what I think about Chris Wilder leaving. My heart is saying it was the wrong decision. He deserved another chance. He had a great season. But my head is saying maybe long-term for the future of the club, this was the right thing to do. Maybe he would not have got on with these new owners long-term, and so it's best to change now. They've clearly got a vision for where they want the club to go, and I don't think that Chris Wilder was part of that vision for them, in their eyes. All I know is that it might take 2 or 3 years to know if this was the right decision or not. It could be the best thing the club's ever done. It could be the worst thing they've ever done. But they might take us places. Get behind sellers, get behind the board, and anything could happen. It's football at the end of the day.
Well, you can count me amongst the fans that are firmly against the decision the club made. First of all, the club made the decision to let our manager twist in the wind for 6 days. Rumors have been going on for 6 days, and then we finally got the announcement today. So I think the new ownership group just has a lot to answer for in how it chooses to communicate to its fans. But I'm firmly against the decision to sack a manager who brought 92 points to the football club, had to assemble a team while the season was already underway, and got us to within arguably a VAR decision of being back in the Premier League. That's not even mentioning the passion and the identity that he brought to the club and that he brought to the fans. So we've got a lot to expect now from the next manager. We need to be expecting more than 92 points. We need to be expecting automatic promotion. And I don't think our new owners will be getting the patience that they're hoping to get from the fans under this new model. So all the best wishes go to Chris Wilder and Alan Knill and the team that left. And all the best wishes go to Ruben Sellers and the group that are coming in. But the expectations are high for this coming season. And now you've got a job to do.
𝗚𝗿𝗄𝗍𝗓𝗓